Well, it's been a good long time since I played some Minecraft. Been dabbling off and on here and there, but nothing major. Been waiting for 1.8 to come out, and it is finally out. Thank goodness only took a year or so. But now that I've been messing around with it. Of course, I replaced the makeshift armor stand with a real armor stand. Only thing is, I can't put weapons on this one, unfortunately. It got the nice villager update. It's very awesome. Now this guy, he actually has a profession now. He ended up a weaponsmith, which is very nice because he has all the diamond armor unlocked and all the diamond tools unlocked. And see, these are his new ones because it was at the diamond axe as far as I got him. Now he's doing weapons. I assume eventually he'll trade diamond swords. That's the hope. And he'll be just an excellent villager. It seems a lot easier to get emeralds now through trades. Little witches in there. There we go. Usually stuff burns up, but sometimes you get something. Saving all the zombie flesh now, because I need that for the villager trading. Ain't much changed out here, really. I just been growing some crops, because I need all the stuff for trading, checking it out. Let's see, this is still running good, and I've pretty much traded with everybody up there to turn them from villagers to their new profession. So yeah, it's still producing pretty good. Yep, I think once that top one starts to fill up, I'll trade that. But I was growing a bunch of crops over here because this barn just doesn't cut it for the amount I need to trade. Because I've got one farmer up there, and you know, he trades wheat, taters, carrots, all that good stuff, and usually by the time you max out all three, he's unlocked, or at least that's how it's been so far. So I've been using all this here to grow more, but it's manual harvest, which, you know, is crappy. So I've been working on an automatic one. And I built one of these on a friend's server a long time ago. Of course, I had dispensers set up instead of pistons, but this time I decided to use pistons instead. And fully expandable, you can keep going until, you know, you get unloaded chunks pretty much right on the render border. I have one complete. I know when these break off, items jump a lot farther than they used to. So ones that break here will probably overshoot the hoppers here, but I can pick that up easily. I've got all of them routed into this right here. And I'm going to have 3 of these. One there and one there. So one for wheat, taters, carrots. And I don't know if I'll rig this up individual for each one or one for all of them. Have to think on that a little bit. And over here, this, I'm going to rig up a new pumpkin and melon farm, which will be a copy of the one by the house, except it's going to be extremely long. I mean, just super long. Hopefully get a large amount of those. I've noticed since I have a lot of stuff with water in it, I don't know if it's the water, but it seems like you get a little jerkiness in the frame. Not so much lag as it is just jerky screen motion. No, multiplayer now, mobs are really glitchy in water. It's like when chickens enter water, they can barely move. You can hold seeds in front of them, they move just like a millimeter at a time. Pretty crazy. Let's see, other than that, I was in the nether building some more pathways. I went in the nether and I'd build a walkway in one direction for about just shy of 160 blocks. I think that worked out to be over 1,000 blocks on the surface. And when I came out on one direction, I was right on the edge of explored territory, and I could see the border between the old chunks and new chunks. But right under an ice lake, there was a freaking underwater temple just right there. So I was like, that was luck. Just put you out right beside of it. And I went in another direction and come out. It's kind of like forest, I think extreme hills. It had a desert too, and there was a brand new desert temple in there, so that's nice. Unfortunately, old Flash is bugged. He's unresponsive. I can feed him, but if I take this leash off of him, I can't put it back on him. I can't make him stand. Can't do nothing. I tried to get the other dogs out in the yard, tried different methods to get them to stand. Nothing seemed to work, so I guess old dogs are just incompatible, so I have to get some new dogs and get a Flash version 2, and I'll take care of that later. See, nothing's changed on the map. And let's see what else is there. Went a third direction in the nether and come out in just a taiga forest. It was a new one, had no snow in it, and that was pretty interesting, but it was just so massive. There's just nothing around but taiga forest, so I guess that'll be the new location for dogs or whatever. Didn't explore too much around there. Apparently when I left off, I was going to enclose this area, and I started a box here. That's as far as I got. Put some new plants in here so the new AI can harvest and toss food at each other like they're doing. Just throwing carrots right in the guy's face. Of course, I don't think they'll breed just because there's no room. I mean, they're all full. Look at all these librarians right here. I marked down all their books they had to trade. Unfortunately, since these are older villagers, they had several trades already. Like some of them have 2 different paper trades. Like it's got power 5 books, smite 4, fire protection 4, sharpness 4, efficiency 5, punch 1, knockback 1, lure 1, detection 4, blast protection 3, flame 1. Yep. I don't know if this guy has anything. Nothing worth writing down. Another weaponsmith, a Fletcher. Yeah, I think cookies were his last one. Then he got string and arrows and bows. Fletcher, I don't know. Maybe it'd be useful if you starting out. But this guy had all the leather stuff, which I don't know. Yeah, instead of him ending up like I guess a butcher, he ended up a leather worker, which is good. Got a saddle for 6 and a saddle for 10. So I got 2 different saddle trades. Oh yeah, and this guy right here, he's the one with silk touch. It's only 7 emeralds. And I have a bunch of spares just in case. Cleric. There's his new one. Started with Flash. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Just been working on that a little bit. Been playing around with the new to enchanting. Let's see, get this armor off right here. Yeah. Anyway, a helmet, aquafinity respiration, so I can see. And I can, well, it's mainly to see. I don't really need to breathe it much longer because I can make water breathing potions. Blast protection 4 and braking, so that's a good helmet. Tried to put each type of protection on each piece. Projectile 4 and braking 3, always good. I was only able to get fire protection 3 on that, unfortunately. I'll try and bump that up to 4 later. And then protection 4 and braking 3, depth strider 3. And I had a feather falling 1 book, and I was actually able to put that on, so naturally I got that on there. Let's see, weapons, same old sword. Yeah, I actually got infinity on that now. Very awesome. Yeah, and put silk touch on there since I have the extra books. I have one I keep in the ender chest, but got silk touch on that because why not? Don't need silk touch on the axe, but that's a good axe. About wore my shovel down halfway digging sand for all the gunpowder I've been getting. Ooh, wrong way. Had just so much gunpowder. Had to get all that sand just to turn it into TNT. Don't have a full double chest yet, but it's over halfway. It's getting there. Let's see. Seems like all of them take turns with crops, so not just farmers, which is good to know. Not entirely sure on the reproduction thing yet because, you know, I haven't got rid of any yet. Yeah, but this depth strider is just awesome. I mean, you can run in water. How awesome is that? So let's see here. I think Enderman spazzing out. Built a little platform around the old portal. The colored fence gates on there. I haven't. There's one more direction I need to go in the nether, and that's in a north-south pattern, like, or a cross pattern, I guess I should say. And then I'll do an X pattern diagonally after that, see what else I can find. I haven't found anything like rare, like mesa, ice spikes. What's that other one? Has mossy cobble boulders in it, and that new dirt. What is that called again? Podzol, I think it is. Podzol, whatever in the hell it is. So yeah, I'll get some more work done on this thing and check it out in a minute. Alrighty, so it's all planted. Just gotta wait for it to grow. And right now I just have one redstone wire over there hooked to a pressure plate, and that just powers all this, turns those torches off, pistons shoot down, and let the water out. Also tested that the water running down on top of these plants doesn't erase these plants, because I was going to replace it with blocks, but that seems to break off just fine. So yep, just runs right down here. Enough repeaters to continue the signal all the way, and everything, well, everything that doesn't jump off the side. So that's the only thing. I may have to increase the wall height here, because obviously these can pop up to here. It did on the one on the server. You'd have just a few on there, but it wasn't a big deal because you had to run up here to replant anyway, so you could pick it up. I guess it really don't matter. Like now, one here could probably shoot all the way over here. just like Mexican jumping beans. They jump all over. So anyway, I will give this a second to grow, and it's grown. Yeah, I was actually standing there, the whole 5 hours until it grew. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I got all these skeleton bones for, fertilizer. Now, all this does is just stand here and wait for all the goodies to come down. Well, that's not lagging at all. That's it. They flow a lot faster now in the update. That's nice. All them goodies floating in. It didn't jump as bad as I thought. Then shut that baby off. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be rendering properly. Look at that. It's still showing water back there. Huh. Very auspicious. Very auspicious. Yeah, well. Aside from a rendering glitch, yeah, it didn't do too bad. Hardly anything escaped. Just this little dab right here. 16 and 16. Huh. Let's see what we got in here. Oh yeah. Still filtering in. Oh yeah, look at all that goodness. There we are. Well, unfortunately there's no automatic way to replant, but it'll be good enough. It's much better than manually harvesting and replanting, which is what I had to do with all this garbage. More than likely gonna rip this out, fill it in with dirt, because I don't need these rows anymore. They've served their purpose just fine. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now I just have to make this 2 more times. I may move it back a little further too. Right now I think it's just 5 platforms. I can keep it going, pretty much indefinitely until you start running into where it's an unloaded chunk. But I could add a few more floors maybe. I don't know. Oh, it's decent sized. I'd just see. If it isn't yielding enough, I'll put a few more floors on it, move it back some. I have the others over here, which means I have to fill this in here. That's where I got my sand, beginning sand out of here, so I'll just refill that with dirt. Get that going. Get some more trades going. Eventually I'm going to have to rig up some kind of way to get wither skulls so I can fight the wither. Get a beacon set up around here, because I'm going to have enough emeralds to make all kinds of beacons. So, I'll check back in here in a minute. Alright, so I got all this stuff tore up. Now it's nice and smooth grass. And now I got this finished. All 3 rows. We got wheat, carrots, and taters. Oh yeah, 3 chests each. Now this pedestal I'm on, basically this is a safeguard, so I can't trigger it by accident. Not like I've done that or anything, but so yeah, basically when I'm ready to harvest, I just open this door, I fall down on the plate, all the goodies come washing forwards and get picked up by all these hoppers, placed in the chest. And once I get off the pressure plate, this automatically returns to this position, so keep me from walking on it. Oh yeah, it devastated my iron supply. I have exactly 9 pieces of iron left, and that is it. So I'm going to have to do some major caving pretty soon before I can build any other big projects. I mean, between that and this, yeah, all my iron's gone. If only I could trade for iron. But all I can do is give them iron for emeralds, which is no good. Huh. So, only other thing, in this direction, over that desert is a forest. And I didn't explore too far in that direction. I went more, what direction is that? West. This way, when I was exploring and discovered that witch hut, but if I went at an angle this way, I found a corner of a new world generation, and not far from that I found a pack of donkeys. So I've got a donkey now. Hauled him back over here, so that's good. I like donkeys, especially if you're ever heading to a new area, don't have much supplies. I always keep on the bare minimum for survival: cobble, food, charcoal, and wood. Everything you need to get started. Yeah, these sheep are starting to lag me out. I'm gonna have to cleanse the few of them. But I was gonna harvest all this stuff. I may have to do that next time, because I really need to get mining and get some more iron. Just totally out. But this ought to help speed up the villager trading pretty good. So I guess that'll be it for today. This is Jekhar, and I'll catch you on the next one.